In a day and age where endogenous mystical experiences seem almost passé, and substances like cannabis, psilocybin, and ketamine are all the rage in the healing and self-discovery scene, I find myself in a curious position, teaching people how to achieve a lucid dream. A natural, mystical experience feels almost quaint, like I'm showing you how to churn butter in the age of instant lattes. Yet, there's something profound about unlocking these experiences from within, without relying on external substances. The ability to shape and explore your dreams can offer insights and healing that in many ways rival those of a psychedelic journey. And yes, I'll admit, I feel a little nervous sharing this with you. In a world that's constantly searching for the next big thing to consume, lucid dreaming asks you to look inward, to tap into the depths of your own mind and soul. But trust me, what you'll find there can be every bit as transformative, without the need for any external catalyst. Let's start at the beginning. Well, can you really start anything at the end? Because if you do, that becomes the beginning. Lucid dreaming is the ability to become aware that you're dreaming while you're still in the dream. Imagine this. You're deep in the middle of a vivid, surreal scene. Maybe you're flying over a cityscape, or having an unusual conversation with someone. Suddenly, it dawns on you. Wait a second, this isn't real. I must be dreaming. And with that realization, a new world of possibilities opens up. From that moment on, you're in control, or whatever control actually is. Kind of like the director of your own personal movie. You can defy gravity, travel to far-off places, or even have a chat with someone you've never had the chance to talk to. The potential of what you can do is only limited by your imagination, and that's where the real fun begins. Lucid dreaming allows you to explore and interact with your subconscious mind, and potentially other things, in ways that are both exhilarating and insightful. It's like having your own tailor-made adventure every night, where the only rules are the ones you decide to set. Now, let's get into why you should even care about lucid dreaming. Sure, on the surface, it sounds like a fun, almost paranormal experience, a cool skill to show off even. But it's much more than a party trick. Lucid dreaming can significantly boost your creativity, offering a playground for your mind to explore ideas without the constraints of physical reality. It can also be a powerful tool for problem solving, allowing you to work through challenges in your waking life with the limitless possibilities of your dream world. And then, there's the benefit of reducing those recurring or even one-off nightmares that can ruin a good night's sleep. By becoming aware within the dream, you can confront and transform those fears. Think of lucid dreaming as a tool for personal growth, where your subconscious mind becomes a canvas and your imagination is the paint. Okay, that was a little too lofty, but I like to talk about paints. The idea here is that lucid dreaming offers you a unique space to explore, create, and heal in ways that are deeply personal and pretty impactful without the constraints of your real life. But how does lucid dreaming actually work? What's going on in that glorious noggin of yours when you become aware that you're dreaming? Well, it turns out that during REM sleep, or REM sleep, rapid eye movement, that part of your sleep, the stage where most vivid dreams occur, certain parts of your brain light up like a Christmas tree, specifically your prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, self-awareness, and you guessed it, the realization that you're dreaming. It's almost as if your brain gives you a gentle nudge, whispering, "Hey, this isn't reality, you're in a dream." This activation of the prefrontal cortex allows you to tap into the dream world with a level of awareness and control that's usually reserved for waking life. It's an amazing crossover episode between the conscious and subconscious mind, where you're awake enough to recognize the dream, yet still immersed in the limitless world of your imagination. But there's a lot more going on in your brain during lucid dreaming than just the prefrontal cortex doing its thing. The amygdala, which is responsible for processing emotions, plays a big role, adding that deep, sometimes intense emotional layer to your dreams. Then there's the parietal lobe, which helps with spatial awareness. So when you're flying over mountains or walking through walls, you've got that part of your brain to thank. And let's not forget the visual cortex, the area of the brain that processes everything you see. It's like the projector for your dreamscapes, making those colors more vibrant, the details more intricate, and the whole experience sometimes even more vivid than real life. It's interesting to me that you see things without light input, unless your dream eyes and dream light is as real as physical light. But we'll talk about that another time. Together, these brain regions create an immersive, almost tangible experience that can feel as real, if not more so, than your waking moments. It's this collaboration of various brain functions that allows you to not just be a passive observer in your dreams, but an active participant, potentially shaping the dream world as you explore it. Now you might be wondering, how do I actually start lucid dreaming? Or maybe you're just wondering how I got so lost in the sauce. Either way, I hope you're wondering. The first step is recognizing dream signs, those recurring elements in your dreams that can trigger lucidity. Maybe you often dream about being late for something, or perhaps there's always a strange, out-of-place object in your dreams. Once you start recognizing these patterns, you can use them as cues to realize, aha, I must be dreaming. Now you might be wondering, I say wondering a lot, how do I actually start lucid dreaming? Well, it all begins with a little detective work in your dreams. The first step is to start recognizing dream signs, those recurring elements or patterns that pop up in your dreams and can serve as triggers for lucidity. Maybe you often find yourself dreaming about being late for something, or perhaps there's a recurring character or a strange, out-of-place object that keeps appearing. These dream signs are like breadcrumbs, leading you to the realization that you must be dreaming. By becoming familiar with these patterns, you train your mind to spot them, and over time, you can use them as cues to wake up within your dream and take control of the narrative. It's like learning the language of your subconscious, and once you start speaking it fluently, the dream world is your playground. It's like learning the language of your subconscious, and once you start speaking it fluently, the dream world is your playground. So that's just the beginning, or I guess where I started. We've only just scratched the surface of what lucid dreaming has to offer. As we dive deeper into this, we'll explore not just how to achieve lucidity, but maintain it, avoiding the common pitfalls that can pull you out of the dream state, and even use your dreams as a powerful tool for personal growth and a little bit of fun. After all, who wouldn't want to spend their nights in a place where anything is possible, where your wildest imaginations can come to life, and where the boundaries of reality are as flexible as you make them? Let's talk about dream journals, or as I like to call them, your personal gateway to the dream world. Keeping a dream journal isn't just about jotting down your dreams, like some sort of sleep-addled detective. Said detective again. I don't know what's going on with me. It's much more profound than that, though. This practice is about training your brain to pay attention, to remember, and to start recognizing the patterns in your dreams. Because, believe it or not, your dreams are trying to communicate with you. They're like little postcards from your subconscious, revealing snippets of what's going on beneath the surface. A dream journal is your way of collecting these messages, studying them, and ultimately using them as clues to unlock the door to lucidity. Here's a little secret. The more you write down your dreams, the more you'll remember them. It's like working out a muscle, only this time it's your brain flexing its memory power. And this is absolutely crucial because the better you get at recalling your dreams, the higher your chances of becoming lucid within them. So grab that journal, keep it right next to your bed, and prepare to become the Sherlock Holmes. Okay, I'm not going with the detective thing anymore, that's the last one. Become the Sherlock. Yeah, the Sherlock Holmes of your dream world, uncovering all those hidden clues and patterns that can guide you to lucidity. This journal doesn't have to be physical. You can take notes on your phone, make a voice note, or write it on your walls if you want. The dream journal doesn't have to be a physical book. You don't have to write down anything with a pen and a paper. I know how disturbing that thought is to some of you. But let's not stop there. Once your dream journal is on point, it's time to introduce some power moves. I know that sounded a little lame. Have you ever heard of the mnemonic induction of lucid dreams? Or MILD for short? I like that acronym, it's kind of funny. It might sound a bit technical, but it's actually really easy. All you do is tell yourself, the next time I'm dreaming, I will realize I'm dreaming. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You can say it in whatever words you want. You're just telling yourself that the next time you dream, you'll realize you're dreaming. It's like planting a little seed of intention in your mind before you drift off to sleep. And here's the cool part. Your brain is totally listening. So when the time comes, that little suggestion could be just the thing that sparks your awareness and turns a regular dream into a lucid one. But hold on, there's more. Have you ever wanted to slide straight from being awake into a dream, staying fully aware the whole time? That's exactly what wake-induced lucid dreaming, or WILD, is all about. It's a bit more challenging than mild, and I won't lie, it can feel a little bizarre. But once you get the hang of it, it's like you're stepping into a whole new dimension, fully conscious and ready to explore. This technique is one of the more challenging but reliable ways to enter a lucid dream directly from a waking state. The idea is to stay conscious as your body falls asleep, transitioning straight into a dream while maintaining awareness. To start, you need to be in a relaxed state, ideally after a few hours of sleep. When you're tired but not too groggy, you begin by lying down comfortably, focusing on your breathing and relaxing each muscle group to enter a deep state of calm. As you drift towards sleep, you may notice hypnagogic imagery, those random patterns and fleeting dream fragments that appear just before you nod off. The trick here is to observe these without getting lost in them. To anchor your awareness, you can visualize a scene or repeat a simple mantra, like, I'm dreaming. As your body falls asleep, you might experience sleep paralysis, where you feel heavy or unable to move. Don't panic. This is normal and actually a good sign. Sometimes you'll also encounter vibrations or strange sounds, which indicate you're close to entering a dream. If all goes well, you'll find yourself fully conscious inside a dream, aware that you're dreaming, ready to explore and create your own reality. It takes practice and patience, especially since staying aware without waking up or falling completely asleep can be tricky. But with time, the WILD method can open the door to some of the most vivid and controllable lucid dreaming experiences. Of course, we can't forget about the wake back to bed method, or WBTB. This is where you set an alarm to wake up in the middle of the night, stay up for a little while, and then head back to sleep with the intention of becoming lucid in your dream. It's kind of like hacking your own sleep cycle. And yes, it does mean cutting into your precious shut-eye. But trust me, it's worth the trade-off. And honestly, who doesn't love the idea of sneaking in a little extra dream time? Alright, so we've made it to this point. We've got your dream journal going strong, and you've given mild and wild a whirl, and you've even experimented with WBTB. Now you're gliding through your dreams like a seasoned pro, but then it happens. You realize you're dreaming, and suddenly, the dream starts to fade. It begins to slip right out of your grasp, and panic creeps in. What do you do next? Now this is where the magic of staying lucid comes into play. And no, it doesn't involve chanting spells or waving a magic wand. though that would be pretty awesome. Instead, it's all about keeping yourself grounded. One of the best tricks in the book, just spin around. Yep, you heard that right. Spin. But remember, we're talking about spinning in your dream, not in your bed. That could get awkward real fast. Spinning helps stabilize the dream and keep you in that incredible lucid state. And if spinning isn't quite your style, try rubbing your hands together. The sensation can anchor you within the dream, preventing it from slipping away. Trust me. Okay, I need to stop saying that. This technique is a total game changer though. Now that I've ranted for a little bit, let's be real for a second. It's funny because we're talking about being awake in your dreams, so I don't know what real is anymore, but lucid dreaming isn't always a walk in the park. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, things don't go as planned. Maybe you start losing lucidity, or worse, you get pulled back into a regular dream without even realizing it. It happens to the best of us. The key here is not to get discouraged. Lucid dreaming is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time and practice to master. So if you stumble, just brush it off and give it another shot. I know it's easier said than done. And now that you've got the basics of staying lucid down, it's time to dive into, I guess, what most people consider the fun stuff. Exploring your dream world. This is where you get to unleash your imagination. Do you want to soar over snow-capped mountains? Go for it. Or do you feel like swimming with talking dolphins in a crystal clear ocean? Dive right in. Have you ever wanted to have a heart-to-heart with your childhood pet? Why not? The dream world is your canvas. Oh god, I'm bringing up the paints again. So don't be afraid to get creative and paint it however you like. Just remember, the more you explore, the more you'll discover about yourself. Speaking of exploration, let's talk about interacting with dream characters. These aren't just random figures in your mind. They can be guides, messengers, or reflections of your subconscious. Engaging with them can lead to some pretty profound insights, or they might just be there for a bit of comic relief. Either way, don't be shy. Strike up a conversation, ask them questions, and see where it takes you. You never know what you might uncover. So there you have it, the next steps in your lucid dreaming journey. We've covered staying lucid, exploring your dream world, and interacting with dream characters. Since you're getting more comfortable exploring and interacting with your dream world, let's take it a step further and talk about using lucid dreams for personal growth. Yes, lucid dreaming isn't just about soaring through skies and having a chat with a dream character, though that's pretty awesome. It can also be a powerful tool for self-improvement. Now that you're getting comfortable with exploring and interacting in your dream world, let's take it a step further and talk about using lucid dreams for personal growth. Yes, lucid dreaming isn't just about soaring through the skies or having a chat with a dream character, though that's pretty awesome. Lucid dreaming offers a powerful way to engage in self-improvement and have some fun along the way. Imagine you're afraid of public speaking. In a lucid dream, you can practice in front of a dream audience without any real-world consequences. Mess up? No problem. Just reset and try again. It's like having a personal growth simulator inside your own mind. If you have nightmares, maybe a recurring dream, something more sinister and darker than public speaking, you can confront that too, and there are no consequences. In fact, maybe experiencing the fear without consequences would lead to it being more palatable in real life. But maybe you're more interested in having fun, and that's totally fine. Lucid dreaming lets you experience things you've only imagined. But before we get too carried away with all the possibilities that I've been talking about for these last few minutes, let's touch on the science behind it. Lucid dreaming isn't just some mystical concept. It's backed by real research. Studies have shown that when we realize we're dreaming, the specific areas of the brain that I mentioned earlier become active. This categorizes lucid dreaming as a legitimate phenomenon with real, documentable effects on your brain state. And of course, there are myths that come along with it. Some people worry that lucid dreaming will make them lose touch with reality. I think that's false. Others think it's a talent only a few gifted people have. Also completely false. Anyone can learn to lucid dream with practice and patience. Myths like this shouldn't stop you from exploring something that I feel is your birthright. Remember that lucid dreaming is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and a willingness to experiment, but it's worth it. Keep your dream journal close, practice the techniques, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. This is your dream world. It wouldn't hurt to make the most of it.